I want to give you a few little tips about selecting mushrooms in the grocery store. This is actually the mother of all mushrooms, a portobello. Great for vegetarians. It's important when you look at mushrooms, and particularly this variety, and they make little baby bellos, what they call them, little smaller versions of the same thing, but you can see the gills. So if you pick these up in the grocery store and they're packaged and they're covered in saran wrap and they're like this, and you can't see this underside, you never know. You have to really trust your produce guy. But in this case, you want to see that when you brush your finger across these, they kind of bounce a little bit, they're separated, they're not wet, and they're not darkened in color or orange in color. And you also want to look at this bottom section of the stem where it's been cut, kind of like the asparagus. You don't want to see that cracking and drying in there. You want to see that it's moist. You can give it a little squeeze and see that it's got some bounce in it, and that's important in selecting a good mushroom. Portobellos are easy because you can do all that to them. When you look at just button mushrooms like this one, you don't see the gills really to the end, so you don't have that test to look at, but you do have the ability to kind of check the stems, make sure they're not dried out and cracked. And you also want to make sure that when you're buying mushrooms, you're not looking at things that are pre-cut and thinking you're going to keep them very long. As soon as you wash a mushroom or as soon as you slice anything really, you're jeopardizing the integrity of it for a long period of time. So in this case, this mushroom has been cut and it pretty much starts to go bad. So when you buy these things for convenience, you may be saving time, but you may not be saving money in the long run. So this is what you want to look for. Nice even color, nice soft gills on the bottom, and again, a nice squishy stem, not dried and cracked.